What's going on, YouTubeverse? It's your boy, the Big One, coming back at you with another video for today. Did you miss me? I missed you guys. Today's topic is going to be of kind of Payton Manning's legacy. I'll show you guys in the next video or so that I was actually at Payton's induction into the Ring of Honor for the Colts in the game against the 49ers. We won. It was a very fun game. My very first game, actually, I went to. My brother took me. You guys should be seeing him this coming up Saturday when we do our first co-video. So, Payton Manning is one of the first quarterbacks that I actually watched, from draft to retirement. He was one of those guys that I always thought would be a Colt for life. I never actually thought they would trade him away when his neck got hurt and he sat out for a whole season, kind of like Luck did. But I enjoyed his play with the Denver Broncos. A lot of Colts fans really kind of didn't like it. But hey, you got to make money and you got to do what you got to do to survive. Even though I know he's worth a lot of money, but he loves his game and he would do anything it took to keep playing. That's why he left. He was known as a field general for a lot of people that didn't get to grow, younger people didn't get to watch him play and see how much of a genius he actually was. All people want to do is give him, crap because he only won 2 Super Bowls. The last one didn't really count. It does count because he did what he had to do to win. He didn't need to be the Peyton Manning of old. He didn't have to be the sheriff. All he had to do was manage the game and let his defense win the title for him. That's all he needed to do. So, yeah, he got his 2 rings, and I'm very happy for him. The very first one against Chicago, I remember the whole week I sung, we're going to the Super Bowl, we're going to the Super Bowl. My favorite Peyton Manning moment was actually the entire second half of that game against the Patriots, down 21-6, and to see him lead a comeback against a team that everybody thought he could never beat. He finally was able to get that proverbial monkey off his back. That was one of the greatest moments in Colts history. Our first title, since moving from Baltimore. Our first title since Johnny Unitas. Our first championship before we moved to Lucas Oil, which he did promise we would have at least one before we moved. He cut it close, but our boy pulled through. But he had a vision about him. He could read a defense before they even knew what they were doing. He already had in his mind what they were going to do. And 9 times out of 10, he was right. So, to see him pick apart a defense and to constantly change plays so much you did not know whether you were playing against him, playing with him, well, playing with him you knew, but watching the stands, watching him, you had no idea that man was actually changing the play or just wanted you to think he was changing the play. And that's where the Omaha word he's most famous for. Man had 500,000 different reasons or ways Omaha could mean, depending on the situation, the city, the defense, probably the air temperature. Omaha can mean something different. All he knew, his guys knew what he meant. And it's all that really needed to matter. But, like I said, he was one of the very first quarterbacks I watched from coming out of the University of Tennessee, coming as a Colt, staying as a Colt until his last few years, and then going to the Broncos. I was shocked when they let him go. But I am very happy that we have our quarterback that we have now, Andrew Luck, because he is the future of the Colts. In Luck, we do trust. But Peyton was the kind of guy that even though his playoff record wasn't that great, and his Super Bowl record is, 50%, I do believe that's right, 50%. I think he lost 2, won 2. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. If I'm not wrong, let me know in the comments below. But in the regular season, the single greatest quarterback to ever play the game. When you saw his name come up in your calendar, you got scared. And for a very good reason. He was like a surgeon when it came to throwing the ball, running an offense. And the only thing I wish we would have had, we had it, Edgerrin James, Dominic Rhodes, a few of the names that we actually had a running game with. But I wish we had a better offensive line. Yes, we had some great, like Dallas Clark and Jeff Saturday. We had some great offensive linemen, but they just never gelled to where Peyton could just sit back and do what he needed to do and they could never give us a run game that we needed to let him do what he wanted to do. So we relied on him way too much, and that inevitably probably would cause him to get hurt, is because we always had to rely on him so much. That's how good he was. We knew when Payton Manning had the ball, we were okay. Did we win them all? No. Do we wish we did? Of course we do. But I think I would have to say the best thing about Payton Manning was he always kept it humble, and he always kept that forehead real nice and red for us. No, but I mean, I really can't say much more. I mean, I wish I could have meet him in person. I did see him on the field give a speech, and it was very emotional. It was a packed house. In fact, I will walk out and I don't know if I can show you guys. Let's take a walk outside for a minute. Everybody that went to that game that day, we all got a complimentary. Well, we got a few things. We got a little banner to hang. Oh, someone's mowing. You know, you hang in your window of your car. I still have my ticket stub from that game. That was a great overtime victory for us. I believe that game went to overtime. Giving the 49er fans some crap was actually pretty fun. My brother probably enjoyed that more than anybody else did. But for every fan in attendance, we all got